Hello everybody, my name is Lily and today I want to answer the question, is Memories of Hyrule worth your money? The rules are simple. I'll be rating Memories of Hyrule across 5 different categories, each rated 1 through 5. The categories for today are enjoyment, music, vibes, organization, and price time value. With all that out of the way, I will see you guys after Memories of Hyrule. I am back. Now, what exactly is Memories of Hyrule? This is a tribute piano recital to The Legend of Zelda, which I am a big fan of. I actually have a tattoo that I have. It's kind of hard to see, but I have the sword from my favorite game, which is Skyward Sword. Fight me on that one. I've actually made a video on it in the past, though. It's so bad. I don't want anybody to ever go watch it ever again. It's so bad. This is actually the coolest part about it is completely improv. There is no confirmed set list ever. It is just completely in the moment. And I will say it was fun. This was for my birthday. This was one of my birthday presents. Was gonna go see this. It's been in the plans for months now. And I did have, at the very least, a decent time. This is not my favorite place, but I am glad I did get to experience it. The first category is enjoyment, which I ended up giving a 4 out of 5 because it was a really nice, beautiful time. And it did feel very cozy. I actually did get really sleepy. The only bad thing was that the pews, because it was in a church, was kind of uncomfortable. But overall, though, I just felt very in my own mind, just kind of letting it all sink in. Very beautiful music. The pianist did a wonderful job. After that is music, which is a 5, which, as I said before, every set is improvised. So you can go as many times as you want. You're always going to get a new set list. I thought it was the perfect blend of music, despite it being improvised. I thought he pulled from a lot of really good sources and did a lot of good games. He even did Zelda 2, which I thought was just so much fun. We got a great mix, honestly. And the main people who went there, at least from what I saw, was a lot of men and a lot of children. I kind of stood out in that regard, though there was some other females with me. You know, we're doing pretty good out here. But it was really nice to see young and old enjoying Zelda because it is such a fun game franchise and one of my favorites and one of the only reason I own a Switch in the first place. Okay, I just want to play Zelda. That's it. I don't really care about Nintendo, but Zelda is my baby. I love Zelda. I have played a whole bunch of games. One day I'm going to play all of them. I have not played all of them, but one day I will. After that, we have Vibes, which I'm giving a 3.5. It wasn't a church, which definitely helped with it being naturally very acoustic, but there was not a lot of decor. And I'll be honest, I don't go to churches. I don't know what this is like, but I'm pretty sure most of them come with a piano. So all these people really brought for this was candles and a few props. Very minimal, but it also felt kind of lazy. It wasn't minimal in a very purposeful way. It just felt like they didn't have much to work with, which kind of was a disappointment. I was hoping for maybe just a little bit more, which also brings me to organization, which I ended up giving a 3 out of 5 as well. It was average. There wasn't really a real organization. When you buy the tickets, there was a QR code, and they don't even use the QR code. And on top of that, I don't know who was running it. People bringing to see, I'm pretty sure just volunteers from the church itself, which it didn't feel very professional, which is disappointing because this was actually a lot of money. Finally, we have price time value, which is a 3 out of 5, which was really disappointing. This was $40 a person for back row seats, by the way. It's very expensive. For the quality I got, it's not worth the price. I really, really wanted to go into this liking it as a Zelda fan, and I've been seeing this on Instagram for God knows how long, and I've always wanted to go, and I finally was able to make it work this year. And when I saw the $40 price tag, I didn't even flinch at first, because $40, I spend that kind of money all the time to go to places in Chicago. Chicago is expensive. But this was not a $40 show. For very minimal decor, for no real organization, it's not worth $40. That is so much money to be making people spend on, honestly, something that's very subpar. And I'm very disappointed that it was. I wish it was better. I wish we could have done more. I understand this is probably a small production, but these people are constantly touring. I don't think it's worth $40. I think if you want to go to this place, you have to really be a big Zelda fan. Overall, Memories of Hyrule got an average score of a 3.7 out of 5 and a total score of 18.5 out of 25, which, while not the lowest score I've ever given, is definitely on the low end. If you want to go to this place, you have to be a Zelda fan. You won't enjoy it otherwise. And even then, as a Zelda fan, it was not worth $40. I'm sorry. There are some places I go to where I give them those scores, and I don't care at all because they deserved it. But I really wanted this place to just be higher. And it just wasn't. I sat in the very back rows for $40. Imagine what's like at the front. And I'll be honest, there's no reason to sit at the front or at the back at all. It's just a guy playing a piano, which is nice, but you don't have to see him in order to enjoy it. It's music. There's nothing to look at. So why are the seat prices different depending on it, especially if it's in a church? It's just normal church pews. On top of it being expensive, it's also just kind of uncomfortable. There's nothing padding it. You're just sitting in a church pew. Personally, I was not very uncomfortable, but my fiance said he really was. I hate to end off on that kind of note because of how much I really do love this place. And I think this is also going to be my shortest video ever, but there's not a lot to talk about. I went there, I did have fun, but I'm not going to go again. Not as long as it's $40 for what I got. And for what they had, they didn't even play any music from the most recent games. Obviously it's improvised, but all they had was candles, the Master Sword and a pedestal, and a couple of Koroks. I need more. I need more Memories of Hyrule, otherwise I just can't recommend you. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I did enjoy making it. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!